A Gentleman Games podcast.
Greetings, everybody. I'm James, your Dungeon Master for this episode of Room and Bard, a Bard Punk Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure following two bards and their robot maid on a cross-country journey, getting into hijinks of all sorts. Joining me today, we have Bron Vito playing
Wily Coyote, the inventor of the poop shoot scoot.
We've got Tyler playing.
Similarly, Judge, the maid of the plunge.
And we've got Chelsea joining us and playing.
Mercury Stardust. Guys, we got crabs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we
All
do.
right.
A shit ton
A
of
lot of them.
Here we go. A few 100,000.
Last time on Room and Bard. Oh no, everybody's under attack! Wait, no, we're not. Oh no, but we're gonna run out of food. What are you gonna do about it? You gotta go find all that chip, 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 chip. They give us food. All right, we're going to go find food. I'm Wiley. Hey, Judge, let's go get food. Oh, we got a big old crab. All right, everybody, I think we need to really engage and get everything going. And then they all died! Okay, good. Good. Everybody, roll for a dexterity save as you are leaving the giant crab
we
and
already
it's
roll
falling
that?
down.
Yeah, I thought
Yep,
we already
but there's
rolled
poop
that.
coming out of him now.
Oh.
And
Oh, look at that, a nat 20.
you need to avoid it.
Also a nat 20. No, it's not.
I was gonna say what?
Although it is a heckin' 13.
All right,
So I have a
And-
20.
I have an 8.
Mercury. You
Son of a
don't get out of the
bitch.
way in time as the crab, his like carapace starts to separate, and all of his innards just ooze out of him as he's laying on the ground, covering all the little burrowlings' homes and crab guts and viscera and
All of their homes.
well, all the ones in the areas, but the homes are really little, and this crab like crushed a ton of
Oh,
them.
right. I destroyed a freaking house.
Yeah.
You destroyed a
With
few.
people.
It was
in
like the Willinsons or something like that.
I'm pretty sure I killed them too, didn't I?
No, they ran to the forest. So you have to
Nope.
narrate them running back.
I just got back. I
Oh,
saw
shit.
the crab fall, and I just wanted to make sure that you understood. You are appreciated. However,
We will recall the drones. The drone strike is over.
mission success, I guess you could say. However, our town is pretty much gone. We are a small and humble race of burrowlings. However, I do need to ask, what are you going to do to repair the damage that you have done to my village?
I was going to say, I tried to specifically keep it in one place.
It
Burrowed up in the middle of your town.
That is true. It was underground, and then it came up.
Yeah,
And there was nothing we could do about that because
No.
that was its personality. But I tried to keep it in one place, and I'm fairly certain we did.
Yeah, I mean, it really moved from where it popped up from.
It just was full of shit.
So maybe check your DM notes and try again.
I checked my notes. Looks like when you entered the town, you cast some spells that destroyed
That
some
was
housing.
one house.
Yeah.
And then the
it-
crab came in, and the crab is massive. It covers an entire city block of our city.
How many city blocks do you have?
We've got 12 city blocks.
You have 11 other city blocks.
yeah,
that
I
is-
mean, you have to take collateral damage when it
That
comes
is,
to a giant
Listen,
fucking
I remember
crab battle.
last episode,
That's
2 weeks
about
ago, we
8%.
loved you guys.
That's about
No, we're
ruin
not
this.
trying to.
Don't ruin it.
that's about 8% of our total housing completely destroyed in a few minutes. That means 8% homeless rate increase.
Would you like 8% houses destroyed or 100% houses destroyed?
I do believe we are supplying you with food.
I'm not threatening you. I'm saying this crab, if we weren't here, could have destroyed everything.
And we
And you
are-
guys didn't even tell us.
And
you
we
guys
are
just
thankful.
hey, you
We are
guys
thankful.
hey, You guys,
We are thankful for that.
Hey,
My name is
you guys,
Chip Chip
you
Chip.
guys didn't even send us a messenger to come help you. We
Because-
just happened to show up.
Can you turn around and look at the entrance of
turn
the town? Behind you, the town gate that you passed through as you were fighting these crab monsters, there is a bunch of burrowlings. They're skeletons, like leaning against the town gate. They have these tiny little adorable spears and these really little swords, and a couple of them have like little shields, and they're wearing these tiny little pieces of leather studded armor. They're all dead. You see a couple of them have bags that look like messenger bags that are filled with letters. They are also dead, with a bunch of the papers and letters scattered throughout the area.
Oh, that is just sad.
I mean, that's very sad, but
That's
how is
tragic.
it our responsibility?
It's not your responsibility to know we're under attack. It's your responsibility to take responsibility for the damage you, at this time, have inflicted upon our town.
So one house.
Plus, we are
We
willing to
inflicted damage
overlook.
on one house.
We are willing to overlook the damage the large crab caused. However, we do believe structurally our town is threatened, and we do need some assistance with that.
All
That
you
is
needed to
not
do was
our.
ask.
That is not our responsibility, but we are
literally did,
glad to help you
And
with
you
that.
got sassy. So I
no,
need
you
you to not get this
demanded-
twisted.
You demanded.
Can you imagine Obama saying sassy?
Now, Willis,
you take
I'm
your,
going to need you to go to your room. You're
sassy
grounded,
little ass out of here. You're grounded.
young lady.
Are you talking back to me right now?
You notice that around him, a bunch of these little burrowlings, these light brown furred creatures, are inquisitively surveying their surroundings. And they seem to be like holding paws and like moving in groups. And like the little children are being like hugged by their parents. The ones that were in the house that you kind of exploded had been rescued. And you see them coming up to you, and they're holding petals from like daisies, and these little burrowlings are offering you all daisy petals and like flowers and stuff. Thank you.
Do they have
No,
to be
if
so
they're
fucking
Pokemon,
cute?
they have the voice of Ryan Reynolds.
These are gifts from our townsfolk for saving them. However, since our houses have been destroyed, we need to renegotiate the terms of our trade deal.
We need to circle back. What do you guys need? You said there was structural
Yes,
disintegrity.
we need lumber.
You need lumber, and you guys, we were being supplied lumber from the gnomes.
Yes.
Can I just go like punch down for like 4 trees and then it'll fix you guys?
4 trees is unfortunately not enough. Our mine shafts, where we garden underground, they are completely destroyed.
How many trees do you need?
We would probably need enough lumber to build 2 or 3 equivalent of homes that you would stay in.
And you guys are supplying us with food?
Food. Looks like, I'm assuming, based on the sigil you have on you and from the descriptions, I was given from the slime monster that
Yeah, she's great,
Yeah.
isn't she?
I am
Wait,
in love
I'm
with her.
literally lost.
What?
Slime. Oh, Gloppy.
How dare you judge?
I'm like slime monster. Okay, Gloppy.
So I think it's time for a renegotiation of the trade deal. For the time being, we are short on our food supplies as the crabs ate it, but do your townsfolk like crab meat? Because we have recently come into a large supply.
Crab meat is better than no meat.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I
okay.
like crab meat.
I like crab meat.
It is
I don't eat.
It is worth noting. We don't know why the crabs came. That might be worth investigating.
Okay, yeah, we can investigate that.
Do you have
Really?
someone?
We need to get to a big town so we can buy shit.
Do
Really?
you have someone in your town that can investigate this to report back to us?
Yes, I could send a couple surveyors out. However, as you can see from the burrowlings at the front gate, they do not last long.
Yeah, they can't do this. We have to do it for them. They're too tiny and cute and appetizing.
Do you have like any special tactics group that's like really good at stealth?
Who's your John Wick?
If by stealth you
Who's your
mean
John Wick?
sneaking up on a carrot before it over ripens, then yes.
How about
Oh.
blending in with your surroundings?
We are brown and we live in dirt. We do that well. However, if where we are is not underground and in dirt, we do not blend in. We're far too adorable.
All right.
That
There's
is
some
got a
chunky
point.
bear coming out in there.
That is true. He is fucking
Boo
adorable.
Bear, I'd like to get
Also-
some picnic
Also,
baskets.
I have to tell you, if separated from our coterie, burrowing,
Wait, Koteri?
like our friend, our group, our love, we become despondent. We cry for others of our kind.
No, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this.
Alone
Don't-
burrowing.
I can't hear it. Don't tell me
Alone
this.
burrowing.
Do not tell me this.
Usually dies of loneliness within a week, unless it can find its way back to town or discover another
You're a
burrowing
fantasy
town.
creature. Shut up.
Rarely,
Shut
a
up.
solitary creature can make its way to a non-burrowing settlement where it attempts to assist a new community. This frustrates the creature, and those interact try to anticipate what the companion wants. It may join an adventuring party on hope of returning to a settlement, but after spending at least 6 months with the party, the burrowing can use some really cool abilities. So we could send some burrowlings to found a new town over with your group of people.
I mean, that's the best way to live
Yeah.
or to
Let's
Let's
survive
have
at
burrowing
Civ.
friends.
You just need to make as many civilizations as possible.
That is
A bunch of different
true.
settlements.
So
Okay, establish harbors.
You guys would be a lot safer around us because I mean we got a lot of big people who can keep you safe, but
yeah.
then you can still supply us with food and we can help each other with the food supplies.
Well, there should be enough crab meat here to feed your town for a couple
For
weeks.
for a while.
As long as you can preserve it somehow. We've got enough vegetables left over to at least survive the winter for ourselves. That is coming. We could have crops and everything in order, in plenty of amounts with a new village set up in your territory, behind your large temple, by
Perfect.
springtime.
Perfect.
So, just a quick aside here. Have we just become like gigantic landlords and we're just making our own city now? I mean, that's what it kind of feels
All right,
like.
here's what I want.
No, I think we're making our own kingdom, Wiley. We have
I
to look at
want-
the bigger picture.
You to send this
We're
group.
gonna be the seat of Adenac.
Exactly.
Catanak?
Catanak.
This is no longer Catanak. This is now Catanak.
That reminds us, do you have a lot of cats at the temple? Because they tend to eat us.
No, just
I
me.
don't think so. No.
We also have
Thank you
one
for
cat
not
inside
eating
of
us.
Judge's chest too.
Look, I am a vegan. I don't like to eat meat.
Wiley,
Wow,
you just said
this
you
is-
like crab.
This is new.
Shh, don't tell them that.
He's a pescatarian.
Then the crab meat should be fine.
Yeah.
I want you
I just don't
guys.
like eating adorable things. That's
to
pretty
s-
much what it is.
I want
I
you
did
to
eat squirrel
send
once, though.
that group. I want you to send that near our current encampment, and I want them to be a lumberyard group or something like along those lines to bring you guys more lumber, so that we don't have to supply it ourselves.
Unfortunately, we're too small.
Here's a bunch of tiny axes.
We're bad with ironworking. If you have anyone good with ironworking that could make us the tools,
Okay,
we could
yeah,
do it.
we can do that.
Do we?
I think they're working on a blacksmith right now.
They're working on it, but we
Yeah,
don't have.
but we
don't
need
have
that
the
blacksmith.
materials.
We don't have an extra blacksmith.
Yeah, we don't have a blacksmith, and they're working
need
on
the-
a blacksmith though.
yeah.
But we also don't have minerals.
Time to go to the mountains and find some dwarves.
No, we are going to the city to the south.
If you want to purchase things,
Yeah.
what better place to get weapons and armor than dwarves?
All right, we have.
No, we are going to the fucking city to the south. Like we're planning on it before Judge went on his goddamn escapade.
We have in our encampment
Dwarves.
a group of people that cut down trees.
Yes, we have. Well, we have the gnomes. They
They cut down the trees.
Are they they're supplying with,
They're
with
supplying
lumber,
lumber.
right?
Yes.
Can you
So we just have to talk to the gnomes.
burrowlings? Can you because you guys can't cut down the trees yourselves, is what you just told me. Correct.
That is correct.
So, if you can assist the gnomes in maybe pruning the trees, or once the trees are felled, in harvesting, cutting off the side branches, stuff along those lines, you can keep a fourth of the trees that they provide to us. And that should supply you, because you need far less lumber than we do, with enough lumber to supply your camp. and your new settlement near our settlement.
And I'm pretty sure some of the villagers will come and help you rebuild if need be.
I realize
I'm not sure about the underground
I didn't
stuff,
say
though.
any of that in Judge voice.
That
Judge's
is
vocal box is kind of on the
acting
fritz
up.
now.
I got
Yeah.
throat punched.
crabs can do that. My fellow adventurers,
Crabs can do that?
I believe that we have a deal.
All right.
Good.
Now we just need to go tell everybody what we decided, and they might get mad at us. But,
And I
Alright,
also
and
have
I'll-
to take one of these cute fuzzy creatures with me,
No.
name it, love it, and keep it
No.
and cherish it forever. Do you have
No.
any orphans right now?
no.
We don't know. It's a sensitive time.
And I'll
Did you
take
not just hear what he freaking said? They have to be around people of their own kind, otherwise they go freaking crazy.
It's okay. I'll be their own kind.
I will take as much crab meat as possible.
You need help, Mercury.
What if I take two?
I should probably like a claw.
Yeah, you have a claw and a leg strapped to you. This looks like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, exactly.
He just picks up the giant crab's claw and just puts it on his back.
Yeah.
Just, I'm taking this.
And I'm just dragging it along.
Yeah.
It's a few 100 pounds of meat.
Oh, well, I can carry 4,000 pounds, so
No, you
Four-
only carry
400.
480.
480.
That's how much you can
Currently,
carry.
you don't have your cart yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true.
Once you have your cart, it'll all be
I bet one massive crab claw is about 400 pounds.
I would say so. They're big because that carapace weighs a lot.
That chiropractor does weigh a lot.
Oh, right. I was also gonna take some of the carapace and all that to see if I could get some armor made out of it.
Yeah.
Some
Like,
natural shit in armor.
like
Yeah.
that.
Like
Chitin.
I like shit armor.
I'm wearing shitting armor.
Oh god, the next butt
gotta-
rot we meet the back. I'm wearing shit and armor. It's just butt rot everywhere.
It's lubricated and butt rot. So if you strike me,
Ooh, damn.
Oh God.
Can't believe you said that.
But I suppose there's enough probably carapace on the
The claw.
claw.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that claw's the
so.
size of Wiley.
I bet it really is. Hey, Wiley. Here's this big clock.
Oh, thanks.
Flava Flav. It's actually the Flava Flav clock, but for some reason it's activated by Little John yells. I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's on my throat now.
Is it going to be called Flava Flav Clock?
And I think I changeformer into a train.
Changeformer, different than before.
A changeformer into a train and choo choo everyone back to our main
Coo,
base.
coo,
And
ka-choo.
the other two, I think, get a short rest.
Okay. That sounds about right. Because you were, what did I say? It was only like a 2-hour walk or something, right?
Yeah.
It was just short walk.
Oh,
Oh.
I was under the assumption that when we level up, we reset hit
yeah,
points.
you're healed and you have all your spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't really need
No.
No, we
a
don't.
rest, but whatever.
Well, no, because, oh, wait, yeah, you just leveled up at the end of the battle. I was
Yeah.
like, it's been 2 weeks. You obviously need to rest. All right. The ride back is totally eventless. Nothing really happens as you're going through since this is all territory you big guys have basically cleaned and now
What?
belongs to you.
I'm imagining this as very tall pine trees.
It's a mixture between deciduous and coniferous trees. So you've got like oak and maple mixed in there that are like shorter, and then really tall pines that are like lining the trail you're
See, I was
going
thinking
down.
of like Jurassic trees. And
No,
stuff.
no, you're not in anywhere like that. Along the side of the little like raised up area that the road and the cart tracks and everything are on, you've got grassy areas which looks like managed
Grassy
forest.
knolls.
No, no one's getting shot tonight. But it looks like it's
All of a sudden, you just hear
But
shot out of
everybody
nowhere.
Wang Chung tonight.
We'll let you get through it eventually.
grassy managed forests and a little bit of swamp here and there, but not like it used to be, where it was like all swamp, everything was dead and decaying. It looks like
swamp.
healthy swamp, like bog. All right, but you managed to make it back. I want to say you guys left around like sunsetish or noon or whatever.
I think it was middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting back around like sunset is starting. Actually, sunset's probably pretty heavy because it's late fall.
Let's
Do we
have
have-
that like Matrix 2 like big sex orgy.
Okay. Zion!
Did any of the Burlings come back with us?
No, none of them yet. They're
Wait, I thought they were.
they're getting a party ready, but they have to recover the town and make sure nobody's dead in it.
Well, people are dead in it.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, Wiley did kill at least one
At least-
family.
So
Oh, I see
put that on your
that.
character sheet.
Yeah.
I'm already a child murderer.
Yeah, and now you're a burrowing murderer.
Yeah.
Innocent, beautiful creatures. All right, so you get back to town. Who are you going to talk to about what happened?
Well, we were
Probably-
sent there by not like the
Crystal.
spa lady. It was Crystal.
It was Crystal.
Crystal.
So we'll probably talk to Crystal and Gloppy
Hey
since
guys,
they're the two
welcome
leaders.
back. It's me, your favorite wood nymph, no longer a nymph turned vegan, Crystal. What is going on?
Since
I
when
hope
were
you're
you
not vegan now because all we have is crab for food. So
I'm pescatarian vegan, which is like vegan, except I eat what I like.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you ever heard
okay.
of Grator, the giant crab?
Do you mean Garator,
Yeah.
the giant crab?
I like to picture George like, hey, have you heard of Garter? He just drops
I
a
used to
giant
date
crab.
him. He was an asshole. I had this really cool carriage, and he crushed it once after he was drinking, and we got into a fight.
He's dead
he's
now.
dead.
Good, yeah,
Good.
We plunged
He-
into his butthole.
I did too. He's still into that.
It turns out that I think it might
I
have been
knew
a-
that's exactly
I
where
think
you were
he-
going.
I think he might have been a she.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
actually,
same. Yeah.
that's probably
because
pretty safe.
he-
I
he
never
was-
really saw much down there.
Yeah, he was laying other.
But at the time, I was
Crabs.
also
Yeah,
a
crabs.
giant river crab, so that makes sense.
Well, you're
What
fired.
life have you had?
Real quick, you're fired. But
All right. Hey, it's been nice working here.
Why
I'm
you
going to
fired
take
her?
my energy crystals and go.
Why you fired her? She's like the best.
okay, you're rehired because the energy crystals. But
Yeah, my chakra is so aligned right now.
you so much.
The universe
you're
is
making
just
me want to
testing
burn down
me.
this super nice forest.
The universe
You're
is
ruining
testing
one of my
me.
favorite characters. You're ruining her.
I'm not ruined. It's your view on life that's ruined. You just
Honestly,
can't accept me for who I am.
She's converted me. How can I do Canadian and Valley Girl?
You can't? We're like the greatest, eh? You want to get Wang Chung, eh?
Tonight?
Hey,
Everybody.
let's go out for a rip, bud.
Yeah. Me and Tommy went for a rip. Hey.
Hey, so like,
I fucking threw
anyway,
his
while
head
you
in the
guys
snow.
were gone, I found a few things that might be of use.
Awesome.
What do you got?
Well, so you know how all these people, they like came up to the temple with you guys from that smelly town?
Yeah.
Well, I heard there was some problem with a dragon on the way, and we noticed that there's an extra cart that isn't claimed, and I heard some people might have got munched on. So it seems that this cart doesn't have an owner, and you guys always seem to be carrying a lot on your back, and I just want you to take a load off.
Okay.
That sounds great. It's a self-driving cart, right?
See, this
No,
is why I
you
love
gotta
her.
pull it.
Oh.
Who's gonna pull it though?
Well,
Mercury and Wiley just turned their head towards Judge. Just slowly this.
Literally as I'm a train. 'Cause I rode you guys fucking back there.
you rode them back
I
there.
rode them
They
back there.
rode on your back.
Yeah.
He turned into a train, rolled up on top of me, Wiley and Mercury's back,
strength
and they had to
scores.
run.
Have you ever had an Asian foot back massage? It was like that, but with a train.
That doesn't sound
I had
pleasant.
a train run on
It
me
felt really
once.
good. I mean, it was so chill.
I hitch up to do it and have a flashback.
You don't though.
Okay, that's good. That's
Whoa! It's like, whoa! I had a flashback. Real of what?
About 10
good.
minutes
Can't
ago.
remember when
About 2 seconds ago when I backed up.
I just remember
relived-
hitching up to a lot of things.
I-
I use a condom every time though.
hey guys. So I don't know if you noticed this, but it's kind of cold out here. and the sun's going down. Can I show you something we made inside that you didn't have a chance to see before you left for Crab Town to kill my ex-boyfriend?
Oh, yeah. Side note, Burling, a lot of Burlings died.
You killed off
wait.
Burlington?
No.
I don't actually
No.
think a lot of them died.
Only the ones
The
Wiley killed.
messengers, the messengers died, and that one poor family that crab destroyed by coming out of the earth and destroying that
Yeah,
building.
so what about our food?
Yeah,
We're eating
crab meat. That's about all we have.
I don't think that claw is going to feed everybody.
Oh no, there's a lot more.
There's
that
a
might,
lot.
that might feed everybody for a day.
From what we looked like, it's roughly about a week or two. But their food storage is pretty much decimated.
Yeah.
But that claw isn't big enough for 2 weeks of food.
no, it's
no,
the
not
whole
the claw.
crab.
So
Where's
here's
the rest
thing.
of the crab?
In Burlington.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is either way, like their food storages are decimated, and so are ours. So let's just pretend like we don't have that as a food option. What's our next option for food?
Right. So our next option for food is probably to be securing a trade route of something with a nearby village or town. A lot of larger towns can actually deliver foods distances.
They got Grubhub.
Yeah.
They got Grubhub.
Except it's called Ye Old Grub Hubby.
Judge shoots himself with a 45 millimeter.
Is that a 45 millimeter E?
Yeah.
Wiley picks it up after and shoots himself also.
What is this shooting you guys are doing?
They're just dead on the ground. What is this shooting?
It looks fun. Do I do it like that? Ow. My energy crystals are
I
damaged.
forgot I was in. No, what she does, she falls on the ground and limps around for a bit, and then it flashes on her screen. She's an important character.
She just goes unconscious and like crawls on her knees for a minute until battle's over, and then she stands back up like, oh, I'm glad I had your back in that one.
Yeah, and then you shoot her again, and then walk away.
So, like, anyway, speaking of trading, I have a bit of a surprise.
Are you gonna play a trading card game? Magic the
No,
Gathering?
but like earlier this week, before you guys got back, my bad. Sorry, that's not very
then.
girly. But then again, I was a crab and a wood nymph. I don't remember what it's like to be a girl.
Yeah, I mean, just listen to what she used to be. It's amazing she's still alive.
How did you become all these things? How many times have you been cursed?
So this guy named Dwayne,
The Rock.
DeRong Johnson.
Yeah, don't you remember the
Wasn't
gnome?
it
I do
Dewan
remember
Dewan
Johnson.
Jockson. No, it's Jockson.
Johnson, yeah. So he was like this super powerful mage, and anytime we would make him angry, he would cast a new like polymorph spell on us. And then sometimes he would like cast it on us and make us monsters and then try fighting us as those monsters to like test his skill. It was real brutal.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. One day I was coming back to hang out with my lover, and she was like, hey, this guy showed up, and he's all like, I know you, but he didn't know us, but he said he knew us, but he didn't, and it was really weird, and I didn't know him, and she didn't know him, but he said he knew us, but like neither of us knew him.
You know,
Okay.
I completely forgot
Yeah.
what it's like talking to her. It's like just going around in the same circle 5 times in a row.
Speaking of circles, did you know you always end up where you start? So it's like you're walking forward, but then you're right back where you began. So you just walk forward again, but for some reason you always are just right at the start.
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
We could really use some like water or something.
Hey, yeah.
Bye,
So
go
speaking
get us
of
some
that,
good water.
Wait, I have a surprise. She pulls out a small, like, little velvet purple pouch. These are for you. We did some trading with some of the stuff that was broken that some people that came by wanted. We wouldn't let them in the temple, but we sold off some little baubles and sundries. So I don't know if this is a lot or anything. It was when I was still like a human, but so like here's 250 gold pieces. We split the rest up amongst the villagers, and this is what was like left over.
I don't understand how we're the ones in charge yet we get the leftovers. I don't understand that.
Well,
but-
considering everybody else only got like 5 silver pieces each, I would not be complaining
Oh,
or
okay,
letting
never
them
mind.
hear.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're gonna give half of it to Gloppy to reinvest.
Of course, yeah.
So 250. That's
125.
125.
How much do you have in the pouch?
190.
That's it?
So
I thought we had like 1,000.
no, because I confused electrum pieces with platinum pieces.
Okay.
We have 2,800 copper pieces, 1,499 silver pieces, and 190 gold pieces.
So that's 190.
Plus 150 or 125.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
that
just-
is 315.
15.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that should be fine. And right? That should be enough for stuff.
I have 15 gold pieces.
I
I
coat
do
myself
too.
in gold pieces.
You what?
I coat myself in gold pieces.
You're now made out of soft armor. Your AC goes down 4 points.
perfect. That's what I wanted.
And you're shiny and glinty and you smell.
And then I
great.
do that thing.
Except
in,
gold doesn't have a
in,
scent.
300 where I make people carry me around.
Yeah.
And I say, I am.
Or he's like, I am a generous god.
What's his name?
Xerxes.
Xerxes.
So you're the hedonist spot.
Xerxes. Yes.
You're
Yeah.
hedonist spot.
Hedonisis.
I am hedonist, but yeah.
All right.
Feed me grapes.
So anyway, if you go inside, go to the round room, swing a left to go down to where the old Stinky Bills used to live.
Yeah.
There's this sweet room we set up with a nice furnace and a bakery.
Ooh,
All the
bakery.
food and milk you can drink.
Ooh. Wiley walks right down.
All right.
Just shows up. Bolts.
How? He doesn't have a mouth.
Bolts and nuts.
There's so you get there and it's been converted less into a bakery and more into like almost a restaurant. There's a bar that some people are sitting at that's rudimentally
Wait.
built out of like a half cut log.
Guy Fieri here.
No.
Damn it.
And then some stools, a little bit of furniture that was scavenged from Myersport, and some other stuff. You can tell it looks like some people might have gone back to Myersport at some point to get stuff.
Because we were gone for a week or something like that, right?
It
Yeah.
was a week and like a day or something, but yeah.
Which we don't know why.
I killed the fools that went back there.
You don't know which ones went back.
I figure out who did.
How do you find out?
Hey, who went?
It was me, my liege. We sent a scouting party back to check on the state of the undead.
represent
When we got back, the undead were roving through the town, so we grabbed what we could off of the carts that had fallen along the path and brought it back.
the undead were roving the town. It's so hard to talk with your accent. The undead were roving the town. What did those undead look like?
A lot of them were wearing brown robes, some gold robes, and some brown and purple robes. Most of them looked like they were probably more recent undead.
Okay, what does this mean for the story of the D&D campaign?
There's dead people there,
Okay,
and they're still there.
good.
Despite when you guys were leaving, like a lot of them were dead.
We still haven't seen Polinia since we got back. Because
We
she was
have not.
busy talking to someone.
No, she was
gone.
She was gone.
She was in the
Bear camp.
mountains.
No, bear
oh,
camp.
Bear camp.
Bear camp.
Yeah.
Can you go get Polinia for us?
We're not allowed to approach Polinia. She's in her chambers.
I put a sticky note on his head that says allowed to approach Polinia.
She doesn't leave her chambers except for official business. You should probably maybe go find her.
Are her chambers in this building?
Yes.
I don't eat. Bye.
Wiley grabs an ale. And
There's
like,
no ale. There's milk.
Okay, he grabs milk, like a pint of milk.
before you eat it.
A pint of milk, and then like two not loaves, but like, or is it like bread?
It's like chunks of bread.
I
said this-
eat it instead of drink it because it's chunky.
2 chunks of bread and just runs after Judge.
All right. The milk is
stuffing his mouth.
the milk is nice and warm and the bread is fresh.
Don't trust it. It's illusion.
Is it illusion?
Do you detect cast magic?
I don't.
Or do you magic? You cast to detect
I
magic.
don't have it, so I can't.
Nope, it's not an illusion.
All right, I take a bite and I drink some.
You take a short walk, and Polinia's chambers are the room where the skeletons had their tea party. The door is closed.
There's an elephant behind me too.
Yeah, the door is closed.
I knock on it.
What was Polinia's voice? Hey.
Hey, it's me.
Hi.
Whoa, Plenia, you became really sensual. Sorry, I was like way over on the other side of the hallway. I was trying to catch up with these fuckers.
Hi and welcome. Yes. Hello.
Just falling out of his mouth while he's talking.
I enter and then shut the door behind me before those two can enter.
Judge, I'm glad you're here. We need to talk.
Guys, go take care of things. Bye.
We need to talk, Judge.
Hi. How are you?
I'm not well.
Oh, because the last time I saw you, you were unconscious, and I don't remember why, but it happened to do while we were... Oh, you fell off that roof.
Judge, I killed all those people.
Hey, Wiley, let's listen through the door.
Wiley just
don't
opens up the door.
Feel like you did. How did you kill those people?
Judge, I fear that my lineage is keeping me awake at night and catching up with me.
Your lineage is definitely tainted, but you've done so much good than bad.
Judge, I could have saved those people if I had only tried. I was scared. I let fear win me over. I went there. I burned them alive.
I mean, it's better than becoming undead.
Look at... You're not here.
I literally just said I opened
walked
the
in.
Yes,
door.
but I squished into the ground.
Oh, God.
You saved so many people.
Judge, I could have
Look
saved
at
more.
all the people that are at this temple.
I could have saved more, but I gave in to dark magic.
How could you have saved more?
I have a dark secret.
I bet we know it, but tell me anyways.
Inside of me, I have what's called a spirit dragon.
You mean Polar?
No.
You know Polar?
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
her. I think she likes me.
I find that hard to believe. Polar doesn't like anyone, even me.
Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation. I think we hit it off. You know, she was like, "Ooh,
When
hey,
did you
you're
meet
kinda
Polar?
cute." When she ate half of the people coming
While
here.
we were
Yeah.
on the trail here, before she understood what was happening.
Those people died because of me as well.
No,
Eh,
that
shit
has nothing to
happens.
do with you.
Polar
You are
only,
unconscious.
Polar only came because I called her.
Yeah. If I had a sweet ass spirit dragon, I'd call it too.
You know what else she did?
I promised her food.
Yeah. And
I had to. Otherwise, she wouldn't have came. She wouldn't have granted me her magics.
What's better? Like, I believe we have a number of like 250 people.
Nope, it's more than that.
It's
295. And now you have bear folk and soon burrowlings.
well, but right, but just the travel over here. What's better? 295 people or us three?
because that's probably what would have survived.
I could have gotten those people out of there with my own magics, but I was afraid, and I allowed Polar to wake.
All right.
Oh, okay. So
we were down there
You
in
could
the-
have been God.
I could have not given in to fear.
It is required that you know what fear is and that you give into fear sometimes so that you can know what strength is. And you have shown us strength and you have shown us fear. But it is required that you have a balance so that you do not become completely insane with power or completely devoid.
Judge, you're wise. I can see why Melissa kept you at her side for as long as she did. I just hope you're right.
You've done everything you could. We did everything we could. And we have a thriving community here.
And we were in the mess with all those undead. Trust me, if you didn't call Polar,
Yeah, fuck, who's that?
door.
Wait, we're in Polinia's quarters?
Yep.
We're busy.
I hope.
Who
Wiley
is
goes
it?
and
Don't
opens
open
the
it.
door.
What just happened? You said don't open the door, and you said what?
Wiley opens the door.
Well,
It starts open and I stop it from opening all the way.
it does look like you have returned.
Who is it? It's Fist Punch Majo.
Fist punch Joe. Judge,
Ragnar, how's it going?
how you folks doing?
Good. We're kind of in the middle of a conversation. Can this wait a little bit?
It's a bit of an urgent matter.
What is it?
I do need to speak with Polinia.
What is it?
Ragnar, have you returned from...
I have not opened the door all the way.
She can hear his voice.
Oh, right.
Ragnar, it's okay. They can hear as well. All right, ma'am. Well, it seems the bear folk did done take to your agreement. They'll start coming over and helping building more, and they'll provide protection. As long as we provide them with more food and 10 gold pieces a week.
What kind of food do they want?
Meat.
Do they like crab?
We got a lot
meat?
of crab.
Say again, son.
Specifically meat.
Meat is all they eat.
And will they take crab meat?
Rightfully couldn't say whether I know or not, but I wouldn't put it past them.
You know what? I know bears, and bears like their seafood.
Where do you know bears from?
I
I
walk up
see
to
documentaries
Polinia.
on bears.
I assume Polinia's a bit away from the door,
Yeah.
and I whisper to her, "Do you trust?" His name is Ragnar, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you trust Ragnar with the secrets?
Ragnar and Greyhound are my oldest companions.
I mean, I'm 300 years old, so I'm technically the oldest, but
I've known you a very short period of time, despite the stories I heard.
And I'm pretty sure freaking Greyhound is older than you are.
maybe.
Actually, well, we don't know how old Judge was when he was...
Yeah.
True, because I'm 300 as a warforged, but how old was I as an elf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you only know your... Yeah.
We should let Ragnar in.
That's mighty fine kind of you, sir.
That's really up to you. You're the one who's holding the door shut.
Yeah.
No, I walked over to, if you were listening, I walked over to Polinia and whispered to her.
Oh, well then, yeah, as soon as you walk away from the door, I just opened the door up.
So, what were we talking about before you interrupted, Ragnar?
Well, we do have that other issue.
We were talking about Polinia thinking that she's corrupt and no good to lead.
Polinia, I can't change your mind.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Gloppy's definitely the one in charge.
Well,
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
Gloppy
Polinia
is
doesn't
a,
need a
Gloppy
lead.
is a source of good.
Yeah, I
She
know.
invigorates these people.
She's amazing.
Gloppy is a fine source of inspiration for these folks.
Yeah.
And
She'll
discipline.
eat you if you don't do what she
She might
says.
rule with an iron thumb.
File to the left, column left.
All right. Now, there is that other matter we need to discuss, Polinia.
I want to call him Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Ragnar,
Yes, Judge.
I believe you should be part of the council as well as Greyhound in dealing with these matters. I don't know how to sound diplomatic and Canadian at the same time.
It's impossible. Canadians aren't diplomatic. They're just polite. That's why we even invite them to
Okay,
places.
there. So I think that Ragnar there, I think you should be part of our council here when we're discussing, the more important matters
Are we
of
having a party
governance.
in here without me?
Say it again.
You see Greyhound walk in.
Oh, hi there, Greyhound. Here's a what the fuck do they cook in Minnesota?
Hot dish.
Hot dish.
Casserole.
Casserole.
No, it's hot
Tater
dish.
tat hat dish.
Tater
Which is the
tat,
best
hat
fucking
dish.
thing in the world.
All right. Well,
I believe
Ragnar.
all of us in this room right here should be the council that governs this. Stop rolling. I'll roll too.
Wait,
I have a DM screen.
Shut up.
wait, Wiley yells through the door, Gloppy! Gloppy, we need you!
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You hear like her coming down the hallway. She enters into the room.
All right, now all
What
of us
does
are
her
here.
fucking ship look like now?
The same as it did before you left.
It's all
Not
fucking-
before, but when we came back, it looked different.
Yeah.
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 What you described.
That was like 4 hours ago.
You said before we left.
Yeah, before
before we
you
went to
left.
the
Okay, I was
you
thinking
went
before we,
somewhere else.
I was thinking before we left the.
No, like now it looks like a full-on actual like pirate ship, just miniaturized, and she's in it's hollow, so she's in it like soup.
God, so good.
Right? Yeah.
And like I said, she's got multiple cannon ports on the sides now.
With other ones.
All right, now this is the console for the bad stuff, I guess.
Well,
we need to think of an awesome
the
name.
governance of this of the Songstruck Temple.
Are you sure?
And
you
Governance of
encampment now.
Songstruck.
This is your temple. Are you sure you want to allow us in with this kind of responsibility?
Well, I,
I mean, we can't
believe
really do it alone.
the
so.
temple property itself
Belongs-
falls under our
Yeah.
governance.
Because
However,
it's the Bard's Temple.
yeah, we will most likely remain absent the majority of the time.
We'll be
However,
traveling
this
quite a
is
bit.
this is Songstruck Temple and campground adjoined.
All right, then I believe this might come in of use. Ragnar, can you go grab the telestone? Ragnar runs off. He comes back in. Thank you.
Now
This here.
I cast Disrupt Magic.
Destruct magic?
Disrupt.
Oh, disrupt magic.
What's that fucking spell called? I couldn't think of it. What's
Dispel
that Dispel
magic?
magic.
They have a bowl that is made out of. No, it is about the size of a soup bowl. It is made out of some dark, dense rock, igneous in nature, and it has runes ascribed around the rim of it. This
Describe the material it's made out of again.
it's like a dense, dark stone. It's igneous in nature, so think like basalt or something.
Okay, so it's not like gemstone in
No,
nature.
no, it's just rock. And it's got runes that are like tan inscribed around, like carved in and then like painted around the edge. This bowl belonged to my father. When he was away on missions, he would collect offerings, and this bowl sends it back to this bowl here. If you're ever in need of your money, a small message that can fit in there, or would need to send gold to us or currency to us, you place it in this bowl.
Oh, so it's like a teleporter for
yeah, and it
banks.
works both ways.
It works both ways. However, it only transmits paper, gold, silver, electrum, platinum, and copper.
So no like jewels or
No. And it has to
Oh.
fit entirely in the bowl or it won't go through.
I write a note that says, "Hey, baby, you up?" And I
All
put
right.
it in there.
And you see it disappear into a blue flame. And then on her desk behind her, there's a bowl with, and a puff of smoke comes up, and you see the piece of paper appear in there. She picks it up.
Lights it on fire.
Judge, don't abuse this magic.
I was just seeing if it worked.
You see her scribble something on it, and she like drops it back in the bowl, and the same thing, but in reverse happens. Blue flame in her bowl, and puff of smoke in yours.
Read it,
And it
Judge.
appears.
What's it say?
The
Scene.
I'm okay with ending the scene there.
Yeah.
Just scene. Judge, this bowl was my father's, and I've treasured it and held on to it, and I trust that you'll take good care of it and not abuse it. Bring it back to me when you're done on your journeys.
I feel like this will really, really help us out on our journey. But you said it's your father's. Where did he get it? Like, how is it his? Where did he get it from?
As the priest of Myersport, and previously being a priest that traveled, this was bestowed upon him by his order back in his days of being a Saint Bane priest.
That was his order, Saint Bane.
Saint Bane, yes.
Isn't Ragnar?
Ragnar?
Is he also Saint Bane?
I am.
Okay. So
They call me the Fist of Saint Bane,
And we call him the Fister.
Yep.
because I be getting...
from another mister.
Yeah,
The Fister Mister.
I don't approve of that
the
nickname.
Fist of Mr. Kisser.
I don't approve of that nickname, but it's all right. You folk, you be good darn right folk.
So
Darn right.
It's
Tootin'.
out of love.
So, council, what do you think our next more Canadian, our next course of action is
Wow, he turned up the Canadian dial on him.
There is a town down the river called Glimmerhome.
Glimmerhump?
Glimmerhome.
Glimmerhome.
Home.
That kind of sounds like Glimmerhome, the town that I've been trying to get us to go to for the last 2.5 weeks.
I don't see you taking notes on it.
Glimmerhome is a decent-sized town. It's one of the 5 or 4 capital cities of this territory. Of
Okay.
Ignasi.
Could you tell us? So
Okay.
we went to Rustafellas. Whatever.
Rustafellas.
What was
We
it
went to the
called?
rust yard.
Concordia. And that was
Concordia.
run by
Concordia.
Yeah,
that was
place.
run by
a cog.
Mykin, my creator,
The great 32-bitted cog.
who is Glimmerhome run by. Let me guess. Gnomes.
Glimmerhome is a human settlement,
Humans.
as is a lot of the places in Ignasi. You'll find no shortage of humans, elves, gnomes, any civilized society, or anyone who can pretend they're civilized. They're allowed within the walls of Glimmerhome.
All right, and we need to find food
You need
for,
to find a source of food or trade.
especially now that the burrowlings need to keep their food for themselves, right?
True.
Also, they are going to be sending some people here to add to our
Collect wood
colony.
as well. They need wood.
But they're also going to be making like their own little
They're-
village around the temple in the back.
That may be useful. We can keep an eye on them, the poor little critters.
By the way,
They're way too adorable to be by themselves.
what exactly was your negotiations with the bear folk? Was it just to work on buildings? Are they just contractors, or
We discovered the bear folk because they led a raid on the village out back as we were just getting it started. They said they had been exploring this area for years, and we're the first sign of living creatures. In order to prevent damage to their village or invasion, they killed all of the dead, or the undead that came out of this temple before it had a chance to go too far.
So,
They killed a lot of bard
do you
skeletons.
guys think we should probably get like the leader of each group to be part of this council too?
Eventually, we'll get there.
yeah, I agree. Eventually,
Because I mean, they'll have to look after their own, and you know.
I think we need to, because here's the thing: is the burrowlings, they were pretty civilized,
And
pretty
Chip
decent.
Chip, he is very diplomatic.
Yes.
Well, yes, but I feel like currently in their state, they are too focused on self-preservation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then they're not currently sustainable enough to be on a council.
Are we
I guess
getting
I'm-
all like diplomatic and stuff, and we're gonna be like political and
Well, we're
casino?
building a fucking city. Let's be real here.
Wait, it's a fucking city?
Yes, everybody's gonna get naked and fuck each
I
other.
put my
Oh,
dick
okay,
on.
that's fine.
All right, so we need to go to Glimmerhome. We need to talk to, who do we need to talk to?
I'm not sure. I haven't been to Glimmerhome.
How do you
in
spell?
years.
I'm not sure.
So we're just gonna go there and wing it.
I mean, I'm assuming they have some sort of trade guild
Well,
or something
I mean,
you could
what-
speak to.
when
What
was
have
the
we been
last
doing this
time?
entire time?
Somebody get me a bird. I'm gonna tweet this out.
Hey.
Maybe somebody's
Hey.
got an answer.
Hey, Mercury, think of it this way. Gladeholm, is it Gladeholm? Glimmerholm
Glimmerhome.
is a big city, so it must have multiple taverns.
Ooh,
And
good
you know what
point.
that
Wait.
means?
A lot of alcohol.
A lot of alcohol.
Do we not need to go
I
back
can
to
unsober up
Shinesgrove?
again.
I'm afraid to go back there, to be honest. Because I don't want to see it destroyed by
mean-
our mistake. So if we don't go there, I can deny it in my head that everything's still peaceful there.
How far of a travel is it back to Shinesgrove?
Shines.
If I remember right, it's like 4 or 5 days.
Shinesgrove is 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-day travel on foot.
But now
Good thing we have a train.
It's a 3.5-day travel by train. Slow train.
Knocks off. What? 12 hours.
So I say we go to Glimmerholm, maybe get him enchanted in his train form to be able to go really fast.
Yeah. Super fast. Sonic fast.
Super duper fast.
Do you think that can happen, Polinia?
I wouldn't know.
My guess is no, but it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't
Check.
I'm sure there's people there who can tinker. There are gnomes. If you're comfortable letting a gnome explore you and tinker you,
I found
Whoa. That's
See,
a little
he's
intimate.
okay with it.
you can always try.
it. Okay.
Worst they can do is say no.
I mean, last
there
time I had a
anything-
gnome fiddle with me, it ended up pretty bad.
It ended up pretty bad.
Well, I mean, it was
She's-
literally trying to play you like a fiddle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't in its right mind and drunk. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah.
What was the last communication we had with Glimmerhome?
We have not communicated with them.
Great. So we're now ambassadors.
Woohoo! We're the front and face of this entire community.
Well, I mean, yeah, we do own the land and everything pretty much around it. So,
We're powerful.
Can we get
you ever
some
noticed that?
supplies?
That's scary
We don't really have any food for
yeah,
these.
we need food to travel with.
for these mushy
well-
ones.
We still have a...
I mean, we could just take a bunch of crab meat.
Cristal told us that they still have their boat out back you can take down the river. It's a short walk from here, about a half hour.
What else would it be used for? Could it be used for the temple?
The boat?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, could the people at the temple make more use of it than us just traveling with it?
No, we haven't even touched it in the last week.
Fucking idiots.
All we did was repair it and made sure there was no holes or anything aboard we didn't want.
No, can
We
it
need
hold
at
a
least
giant
one hole
rock
to get
monster?
into it.
I think this is about my time to speak up here.
Pliny, wow, that's intense. You just went
I'm
through
not
puberty.
Pliny, my name is Ragnar. I know you're having trouble remembering that. We went out and we checked the boat. It was good. Its sail is not torn. We patched up what we needed to. We can dispatch a captain with you, or I guess not a captain, but he would be a captain. He's the only one here who can pilot the boat.
It better be fucking Gloppy, because if
captain
she
the
can't drive on the water, I don't know who can.
Oh, that's a good point. Gloppy could be there too, but you wouldn't want Gloppy out on that boat. If she falls out of her pail.
Do you not
you're
see
sinking.
her? She has her own fucking boat now.
True.
We'll just tie
But
her
what
to
are
the
you going
back.
to do if she falls out of that boat
We're gonna tie her to the back.
and she's on her own?
That makes sense.
Now you
and
gotta
who's going to
hold-
keep you people in line, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what I got to tell
Who's
you
gonna
though,
be our support in fights,
this
though?
boat, it's not very big. It'll fit maybe 10 people at most, arm by arm. So
Will
the-
it?
The four of you, you three, and then the captain, you're going to be filling it up quite a bit.
Oh my God! Is it Whistling Pete? Is he a captain?
And no, it's not no Whistling Pete.
Oh God!
Oh man. Is it gonna be somebody boring?
Well,
His last name is boring.
he was a dwarf and he made holes in grounds. He bored. No. Just kidding. That was
God,
that was a good
we
joke.
gotta make
That
a
was a good
joke.
joke.
that was a good joke. No.
We're getting to you. We're
I do
finally
like a
getting to
buddy
ya.
punch him in the arm, but send him flying through a tree.
Oh, buddy, that was a punch. No, but what we can do for you is we got plenty of bread here. We got fresh, clean water we can send you with. We can give you at least enough rations to get down there and back, and then for
Excuse me,
some while
what?
you're there,
What are we gonna eat?
bread and milk.
And what was
or
the other
bread
one?
And water.
What was the other one?
That was it.
What about the ray?
We're not going to eat any rays.
No
We're not,
rays.
Also,
we're not photo.
the river is plentiful with fish. I'm sure you'll be able to catch
How
something
wide
up.
is this river?
Last
I'm
Some
not
people
asking
call-
you. I'm
Here's the
asking DM
question.
Jesus.
the
Some people
river-
call it a river. Other
Is
people
it
call it a
like-
fucking ocean.
Typically, I think of rivers as maybe 15 feet across.
This is pretty wide. Think like Mississippi, like down Minneapolis area. Like we're wide. You could.
Don't spoil where we're from.
I didn't spoil where we're from.
You're
You
right.
just did.
We're from Kentucky. That's where our Minnesotans accent suggests we're from.
Anyway, Minneapolis, like where the Mississippi is at its widest, like we're talking like, a football field or more wide and fairly deep. You can run like longboats up and down this without issue, side by side, a few of them. And so like your guys is like you're going on a boat that's about the size of, if you remember the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, right at the start when he's sailing into port and he's standing on his mast. Like it's big enough for maybe 10 people to sit in. It's not big. It's like a half of the size of a longboat with a single mast in it, and then a rudder that's held by a captain or a pilot or, a sailor basically at the
So
back
by a
end.
pilot, just in case we want to fly it through the sky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, here's the important question.
Yep.
Can it hold a 480-pound giant rock monster?
No,
Totally
500 pounds.
A 500-pound
Yeah,
rock
fine.
monster.
Because you got to realize that's about the weight of like 3 men. This could hold 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. My
Sounds good.
thing
I'll
is,
lose weight. I get it.
All right.
Judge just presses a button, all the rocks just fall off.
It's getting pretty late. I suggest y'all
I
get a
have,
rest.
I have one thing to bring up though.
Yeah, Mercury.
We're in a food crisis right now, right?
Yep.
And we have this boat,
Uh-huh.
and there's fish in the river.
We are fishing as much as we can, but fish only feed so much and the winter's coming.
Okay, because I was gonna say, if this boat helps you to fish in the river, how come it hasn't been touched in a week?
No.
So you're just fishing off the land?
We're
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
No.
You don't need to get in a boat to catch
Have you
fish.
never fished before?
I have fished.
You have a shore that you stand on and you wade somebody across with a
Yeah.
net and you net everything out and they swim back. And now you got a net full of fish. The problem with fish is we don't have salt. We don't have saltpeter. We don't have any powder here. At least that we can find. Fish go bad real fast.
He
Where can
does
we
have a
get salt
point.
from? I thought I remember us talking about some kind of mine we need to get in contact with dwarves or something like that.
That was for
That was
iron. Iron. We need iron so
we're
we can make
short
a
on iron.
blacksmith.
Did we? You guys got to work on that while we're getting this.
We can go and do that. We can send an ambassador up to the dwarf.
We'd appreciate that. Who'd be a good ambassador to the dwarves?
Gloppy.
No, Gloppy needs to stay here. She's in charge of the temple.
What are dwarves like in this universe? Are they headstrong, stuff like that?
Think like Lord of the Rings dwarves.
So weak little bitches.
What week? No, like they have these massive, like
So
they're,
we need to send an elf.
they're greedy.
Yeah.
They're greedy. They're racist.
Yeah.
They feel themselves to be the most superior out of all the
we
races.
sang Greyhound.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Because you're racist.
No,
No, honestly, I think he's probably one of the only ones that could actually take a dwarf in a fight.
Well, no, honestly, I feel like you have a lot of experience.
I've got all the experience you need.
Yeah. I mean, look at your experience bar right here.
It's huge.
Oh my God.
That's 99 out of 605.
I just want my experience all over your face.
Oh my God. I can't wait to just feel it running down my cheek.
Oh, this experience is so good.
God, I love your experience just in my mouth. and-
Mercury,
Shut up.
Then in morning we leave. I'll head for.
It won't be morning. It'll be joyful.
Mercury, is
Yeah?
this all fighters talk?
I don't
like-
think so.
Because they're very going
Hey,
at it with each
thieves
other.
said thieves can. This is fighters can't. But fighters can.
All right. In the morning, then I'll head out for Tavernport. No, wait.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'll head out to Tavernton.
Okay, that sounds a little better.
Tavernton. All right.
It's out north of the
You're
Tavern
ex-
Mountains.
You expect to find mining area
Are there
around there?
taverns there?
Saltpeter?
Sounds like it's
I
all
don't know.
about taverns.
But do you think the tavern was named because, like, could your mom be from that area?
Judge, how do you handle these two?
That's possible.
I take
Rather
my
than-
ears off my head.
The tavern.
Good.
It's
I wish I could.
the
Wait a minute.
tavern.
You already
Right,
did
yeah.
that for
Yeah, it
me.
makes sense
Yeah,
now.
no,
Or
that's
maybe
why
she
I'm trying to
destroyed
take them
the place
away from
because
you.
she's
It's just so that
supposedly really evil.
it's
And she
you know,
felt bad, and she
manageable.
named the tavern
Sometimes,
after the tavern.
times like now, I'm
yeah, I
glad
don't
you
really
did
know.
cut my
That's
ears
weird.
off.
Yeah. Like it definitely helps with like
I
the,
wanna
the
know.
ricochet of the voice.
There's-
their voice.
There's
I
this
don't
whole,
take it or leave
The
it.
voices
there's
are
this
so
whole
like
other side
it's
of me I don't
a
know
huge
about. Now I wanna
distribution of
explore
very
this.
low and like pretty high.
All right, I'm leaving in the morning.
Here's
He
an
leaves and
axe.
closes the door.
Go
Wow,
chop down a
that's going
bunch
to
of
sound
trees.
amazing to people listening to this.
They get they get to listen to it twice.
Two conversations happening.
I hate all of you. All right, then I'll send word down to the boat and have them prep it for morning launch.
Sounds good to me.
So you
yeah.
suggest we like should we take any resources with us?
We'll-
I
we'll
honestly
send
feel like
you-
we should kind of leave them here, huh?
We'll send you with some food and water.
I mean, we kind of do need food and water to survive. That's
yeah.
about all we need.
Yeah.
I'll calculate what you need tonight. I'll have the boat loaded up with it by morning.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
All right, get some rest, kids.
What is?
But do we have our own rooms here?
Excuse me.
I don't
I'm
think we
gonna
do.
need you guys. It's been a long day. I was with the bear folk most of it. I need some rest. And as much as I enjoy your company, y'all are wearing me out.
All right, we should probably go then.
Yeah.
Do we have quarters?
Nope, not that you're aware of yet.
Because it's just gold coins, right? There's no quarters
Yeah,
or
exactly.
dollars.
Yeah.
But also because you were gone for the week, they were repairing the temple and building all the living areas.
I transform her into a tent.
Ah, good. It fails. You get about halfway and then you're like, ah, shit, I'm not hollow.
Oh shit! This is this upside down train.
Ah, poop. I'm just an eel.
So
Robot eel.
Well, I don't need to. Honestly, I think I just like
You meditate.
help. Oh yeah, for some of it, yeah. Centuries rest.
Yeah. So just spitballing here because since Melina's back in her room, she says that she enjoys our company. I really don't think she does.
I really don't
have-
think she does either.
part of me as a I can't remember if we fixed Wiley's sword or not because it was like
That
My
rusted.
was
sword
her
was
sword, and no, we did not.
corroded.
Okay, I have Smith's tools in as part of
Embedded
me.
as you?
Oh, beautiful.
So Centuries Rest, I believe, is only like 4 hours. So
Yep,
I
it's the
fix
same
her
as, like, the
sword.
elf.
I fix all of our stuff, and then with the leftover time, because I don't think it takes 4 hours to fix a little bit of rest or whatever, I fix the rest of our stuff.
Roll a d20 with proficiency. If you get a 5 or lower, you destroy her sword.
Yes, please. Yes, Queen. Oh, it's a 19.
All right, yeah. Your sword is fine. It goes back up. You can remove the negative damage modifier that it had.
It's like, please don't
Well-
destroy my sword.
Well,
I'll have
he's
only
doing like
daggers.
before we go to bed. Can I?
No, this is after we sleep.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but before we go to sleep, can Wiley go and like take the chitin? How do you say chitin?
Chitin.
The chitin off of like the big claw.
Yeah, you
and like
break its off.
break it off and put it in the boat. Like take it down to the boat.
I
and put
kick
it there
him
so he
away,
don't-
and
You don't even
turn-
know where the boat is.
Oh, right. Well, then I put it off to the side, I guess. For
Okay,
now, and
yeah.
I'll pick it up in the
You
morning.
build like a pile of chitin.
yeah.
I'm imagining this arm that I drag back is like
It's huge.
10 meters long, and I just
Not that big.
I attach it to my arm.
No. All right. So you guys get some rest. The night passes by. You hear soft murmurs of people laughing and giggling inside of the area. I'm assuming you just went to bed in the common area.
That was my so I'm imagining like a kind of mossy but slightly refurbished like stone keep, and then just like kind of like in I think it's like the Hobbit when they visit like those elf people before the Lost Woods where they spend a bunch of time with the elves in the Hobbit, where it's just like up not at the base level of the forest, but like up in the trees they spend a bunch of time. Kind of like a mixture between the two.
Kind of. I mean, what you're in is like imagine something that was built floor out of stone, walls out of floor, or floor out of stone, walls out of stone, and ceiling out of stone. And it had been kind of left to go on its own over time. However, it's been cleaned up. So there's like bits of moss and stuff there, but it's like lively green moss. There's some vines here and there. Some of the wall definitely has like cracks in it that have been patched with fresh mortar. And the area you're in right now, the common area, there is a central like brazier with a fire in it.
Because this is like behind the keep or Songshuk Temple, right?
No, you're in it.
This is where all the people are.
Yeah, most of them are staying in there because behind it, there's only a few houses that have even been built.
Oh, I was imagining almost all of this happening behind it.
No, it was all inside of the temple.
Okay,
like I
sure.
said earlier, Polinia's quarters were where you had the skeleton tea party.
That I imagine we walked back in there, but
Yeah.
otherwise I imagine outside. But okay,
Yeah, you're inside.
but we walked kind of through that like enclosed area where we found the dryads and that.
That has grass floor and the tree in the middle and some boulders and stuff, and they've converted it into like a small temple and sitting area.
But we like walk through that to get to
get
the
outside, out
Okay,
back,
gotcha.
yep.
Okay, cool. Now I'm imagining it now.
And so you're in here. This area has been set up to be like area of rest. There is bits of like cloth and blankets that have been stitched together from old clothes and other things, as well as hay and sod that has been cut out of from outside. Like they've taken grass from outside, cut large squares out, brought it inside, and made like beds out of it with moss and different things. And you can tell Crystal probably had something to do with this, as it looks like it's magically attached to the ground now.
I will sleep on my bedroll, thank you very much.
Wiley just crawls into a circle.
Okay.
That's
and
all he
then
does.
you do your stuff, Judge. So the night goes by pretty quick. A lot of people come and go over the course of the night, as it seems like they have different shifts, cleaning or doing different things. There's laughter throughout the night, but it's kind of like a soft murmur of laughter from a few rooms away. You hear a little bit of music, but for the most part, it's very quiet and a relaxed atmosphere. The next morning shows up very quickly, and you realize that somebody has cast a spell on the ceiling of this room to allow sun to penetrate through it and warm the room during the daytime.
That's handy.
It still is a stone ceiling. There, you can't see the sky or anything, but you definitely see and feel the sun's rays as they come through.
Wiley finds the biggest ray and this splats in the middle of it.
The whole room is just a giant sun ray.
Yeah, but like the brightest
the
spot.
brightest
The
spot.
brightest spot, and just lays there.
I got your boat ready. It's down here. I can bring you to it if you're ready to go.
Excellent. We have our supplies.
It's in the boat.
Let's do it.
But it's so comfortable.
All right, Ragnar.
I have a bunch of sun on my back, like my rocky back, and I just put Wiley on my back.
Hey, Judge, don't forget the crab shell.
I grabbed the
Chitin?
crab shell.
The chitin.
Kane, there you go.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're leaving, you notice that it seems like some of the burrowlings have brought more of the crab there. There's like some of the legs now, and the front eye stalks are there. And it looks like over the course of the night, they've brought more and more of the crab and a bunch of the little baby crabs and stuff, and they're piling it up.
Oh, that's right. We killed a bunch of baby crabs.
Yeah.
Like
That'll be
2,000 of them or something, wasn't it?
A lot.
They're going to have a crab boil.
Crab battle.
Crab
Crab battles.
Claws could rip a tank to shreds. And Ragnar brings you guys about a half-hour walk away. You leave the area that's been cut
I
down.
put on a podcast for that
Beautiful.
walk. Yeah.
You pass through an area that's been cut down. The grass is growing very lushly, and it seems very healthy and happy. And in this area, you notice there's a bunch of areas that look like plots for new housing and building. As you continue walking further to the east, out of the back of the temple, you eventually reach the wooded edge of the temple, or the wooded edge of the property. And Ragnar turns to you. All right, from here on out, this area here, this is where we're claiming that our territory ends. Now, we can expand. We've made agreements with the bear folk that they'll let us go all the way to the river's edge if we need, and we can go as wide as we want, but we cannot expand past that river. If we do, the bear folk said that that is a violation of our treatise, and they will take that as an act of war.
Who is in command while we're away?
Gloppy.
Polenia, Greyhound, and myself do most of the work. Gloppy enforces law.
So who would have the decision of extending past this river?
Ultimately, it would be Polenia's choice.
But we can ensure that she will not, right?
We've got plenty of fertile soil on this side. We got plenty of land. I don't see any reason.
Since we have the bowl now, can't we just say that we're the ones in charge of it? Because if they want to expand, they can just send us a message.
That's true.
Hey, you up? Want to expand?
Yeah.
I'll pass that on to Polenia before I head
And
out
then
for
we
the day.
can just reply back right away.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I believe we do not want to make enemies with the bear folk at this time. Ragnar, what are you going to be doing while we're away?
Well, with Greyhound heading out to Tavernton, he's going to be gone for maybe a month or so. So I'll be here running the guard, making sure the temple stays safe, and offering escort and protection to Polinia.
Who do you have for guard?
The dragon took out about half of the men I had trained in, so currently we got about 20 soldiers here, and we're training in another 10. I think 30 is a good number. It doesn't cut down on the workforce too much, but it allows us to run in shifts of 10 guards at a time, 3 shifts a day.
Do you want us to find other guards or workers while we're out?
Until we can secure a source of income or trade, I think
Hiring people might be tough
True.
if we have nothing to pay them with.
And that was one of the things we worked out with the bear folk, is they're willing to come to our aid if we need it. They're willing to send a couple of their folk over, and as much as I hate to admit it, one of those bears is about 5 of our men.
I was going to say, if we could get one of them under our guard.
Knowing them, they're pretty well advanced beyond what we expected. We could probably potentially see some moving in. We just have to make sure that we're really
We're equal
accommodating
opportunists.
them.
Well, really, food's the big thing.
Yeah.
I believe you should really push for that with Polini and the rest of the council.
I'll talk to them. We just got to make sure we don't push on any buttons, because starting to take away folks from their village might also be seen as expanding across the land. We're expanding influence.
That's hardly our fault.
True, but if we're actively seeking it, that's absolutely our fault.
Yeah, that's true.
I said be accommodating towards that. Not.
We already are. I mean, that's why they're there in the first place.
True.
All right, boys. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get you on this boat here. This guy right here, this is Captain Prone. Spelled
He's just
PR.
laying down the whole time.
No. Now, Captain Prone, he done lost.
me, Captain Prone. Hey, everybody. Guess how I fuck? I'm Prone Bone.
A Gentleman Games podcast.